Let's talk about this. The Democrats, I've called it the internal holy war. They have a real problem here. They can't appease their Jewish voters and their Muslim or Arab voters at the same time, and they're trying to do that. They're trying to have it both ways, and it's not working for them politically. We'll get back to the war part of it, but as a political issue, it's a big problem for the Democrats, isn't it?
It has been a problem for a while. The Democrat voting base has been split for about the last 2 or 3 years, fairly evenly divided between support for the Palestinian cause and for the support of Israel. Now it's been exasperated, and the fissures are very stark within the White House staff, within the State Department, and within some of the other agencies, and of course on Capitol Hill.
Yeah. So, look, this isn't going to solve itself. Joe Biden's already got polling problems in places like Michigan, where I live. If you have alienated the Muslim vote in Southeast Michigan and Dearborn and Hamtramck, which it appears he's been pretty successful in doing, you could fully lose Michigan, an important swing state. But you look at Jewish voting blocks in places like New York or New Jersey, may not swing a whole state, but it could swing a congressional district or two. I mean, this is a problem on every political stage for this president, and they don't seem to have an answer to it, do they?
They don't. And right now, they're going to have to look at time and putting Band-Aids on this and hope that they can navigate over the next 6 months a way to patch this situation up. The problem is much more stark than just these specific groups. It's impacting conservative Christian communities that might still be aligned with the Democrat Party. The under 30 age group across the board is being influenced by TikTok and the political narratives that are divorced from reality and facts in dealing with the nature of Hamas or the Palestinian Authority.
Yeah, 70% of the people under 30 rejecting the support of Israel. This is a critical voting bloc for Democrats. So enough of that. We'll see how that plays out. Let's talk about what's actually happening on the ground. This is kind of your area of expertise. The IDF extending this pause, or I guess we'll call it a ceasefire now. They wanted to call it a pause, but this many days it becomes a bit of a ceasefire. They're not done yet, but they are getting a lot of hostages out, relatively speaking. What do you make of it as you watch this unfold hour by hour?
Well, it's a perilous journey for the Israeli government because the longer you have a pause, the more the status quo begins to be established, and you get more international pressure, particularly from this White House, to continue this and just to roll back and be more satisfied with the damage you've done to Hamas. The Israeli government must achieve a clear-cut victory over Hamas, let the world know in unquestionable terms that Hamas has been debilitated, if not completely destroyed. And that's going to take more combat over the next several months at least.